All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem ChakWadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, salutations to the hopeful elect that's fighting a good fight of faith and truth, and sincerity and wholeheartedly. Shalom to the Akwath, which is the women believers. Shalom to you. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, as you see on the screen, this is why I'm going to title this Never Trust Thy Enemy. See, the problem with Israelites is that you don't know who your enemy is. And the track record, follows them. See, you think because, the hardcore bondage when you was actually in chains, a yoke of iron around your neck, shackles around your hands and feet, that you think because you able to work and then your supervisor, smiling at you saying, hey, Jaquan, blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that. You think could these people, smile at you and be cordial with you? First of all, we in a different time. And the Lord have turned down the spirit in them. And you recognize, so we're going to go somewhere, then we're going to come back to the point. So in 1969 is where a man named Abba Bimbis came on the scene. All right. He started preaching the doctrine that we speak today. But what's so ironic about that was a year after the civil rights era, because the civil rights era is from 1954 to 1968. So from that time, you had the Martin Luther Kings and all of that, Malcolm X and all of that, right? So the Lord turned down the spirit. And the reason that he turned down the spirit on these devils is for we can do what we do today. Remember, not that long ago, just in the 60s, Israelites was getting hung from trees. Okay? Just in the 60s. So anyways, so the Lord turned down the spirit for we can do what we do today for the fulfilled prophecy. But that don't mean that these devils ain't your enemy. And he found out. He in the spirit world now. His body was found yesterday. Okay. So also, he was a football star at his school. And as the scripture says, they only consult to cast him down from his excellency, which is his superiority. They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly. Okay. So these devils never like you. They want to be you. They want to have your spirit do the things that you do. They envy you. All right. And then to give you a quick history lesson for anybody that's new to this truth, I want you to read Genesis 25, verse 19 through 26. I'm not going to do it for time's sake. Okay. It's a whole history right there. How Jacob and Esau was fighting in Rebekah's womb. So they are natural born enemies. Okay. What more do you need to understand? And like I said, the track record follow. If you are a person who don't believe in the Bible, or you don't believe who Esau is Esau and Jacob who Jacob is, well, let me tell you something. The track record lets you know that, let's say if this ain't real, which it is, but let's say it ain't, for you unbelievers out there. There is a track record of so-called white people doing bad things to so-called black people. Okay? That's something that you cannot deny. So without the scriptures, you should be able to see that these people are not your friend. And if they are cool, they most likely are Israelites. Okay? So anyways.
This is the exact reason I tell my kids, friend or no friend, you can't trust anybody. How is it possible for a group of friends to go to Mississippi's Horn Island, but when they come back home, they come back without somebody that they went with? And they gonna say race ain't play a part. You see everybody in this picture right here. Tell me what looks different. Tell me. You had an 18-year-old accomplished football star, Nolan Wells, goes to Mississippi Horns Island with his friends on the 4th of July. And then he turns up missing. Mind you, all of his friends make it home safe. And the person that went with them, Nolan Xavier Wells, he's missing. And nobody has nothing to say about that.
So, yeah. Hey, man. And then, like the men of the Lord always been saying, I can't wait till Jacob's trouble come, because these devils, as we say, when the devil really show his horns, it's going to be too late. See, you still got our people who think that these people are cool. They're not cool. I got co-workers that are Edomites that I am cool with. And they have asked me plenty of times. I got Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, so I'm not worried. But at the same time, I'm still not stupid either. And it's probably not even their intentions. Okay? Because other co-workers that look like me goes to the bar with them. That's just not me, but I'm not going to go anyway, because number one, I don't trust you. I don't trust anybody that's outside of this thing of ours, but I definitely ain't going to trust the Edomite. I don't give a damn. Oh man, let's go get a drink, man. Let's go let's go watch the game. I don't care. So anyways, Israelites, you better know who your enemy is. And never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself. That's what I'm trying to tell you people out there. Look at this picture right here. Just an Edomite devil smiling with his friend Nolan Xavier Wells. He think everything is all good. The token black guy, all right? We have to use black, and white as indicators, because people don't understand that there's no such thing as black and white people. So I'm gonna use the term black and white. So anyways, you got the token black guy with 3 white guys on a boat in Mississippi. So it said, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. You always got to be circumspect. And how about this? Don't put yourself in. I don't want to be alone with the devil nowhere. Okay? That's the type of mindset that you got to have. And it ain't about having fear. It's about being wise. So it says, and you shall be unto him as if you has wiped a looking glass, and you shall know that his rust have not altogether wiped away. Because when you take good heed of him, you start to realize, oh, these devils are still devils. All you got to do is talk to them long enough, and they'll say something to make you go, Some racist bullshit will come out their mouth. All right? If you pay attention, set him not by thee like this man did, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand in your place. And then here's the thing, we don't know really no information about these guys. This story came across my timeline yesterday, so I was doing a little reading on it, and all I know is that they found his body July 6th. I think today is July 7th. All right. And I ain't really want to get all up into it, because at the end of the day, I'm just only doing this for edification purposes and just to show you how the scriptures always stand by itself, stand alone, always true. And look, this is an example of never trusting thy enemy. Okay, don't matter if they smile at you. You even had a couple drinks with them before. All right. But you going on a camping trip with 3 devils and you the token black guy. But this is when you don't have understanding. You don't understand this stuff. You thinking that you're just going to have a good time. It's 4th of July, which you celebrating your own damn downfall. All right. But it's 4th of July. You want to go have fun, have some drinks with your friends, and look, your ass in the spirit world. So he stand in your place. Neither let him sit at your right hand, lest he seek to take your seat. And you at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Yeah, you're going to be looking salty. But in his case, we all must come to the judgment seat. So when he came through the spiritual realm and, looking in the eyes of our Father and Yahweh Shai, I bet you they were shaking their head like, look at you. All right. So
I have his so-called friends saying that they don't remember anything. They don't remember.
Don't that sound like Cain? Remember when the Lord said, Cain, have you seen your brother? Let's get that real quick. They said, I don't remember anything. So and Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, which he didn't. Okay. Cain is the devil. But he didn't know that until later. All right. And said, And she again bare his brother Abel, and Abel was a keeper of sheep, and Cain was a tiller of the ground. Which is so funny because then it say Jacob is a plain man and Esau is the man of the field. All right. So it said, and in the process of time, it came to pass, Cain brought the fruit of the ground and offering unto Yahweh Bashmi Abishai. And Abel, he also brought the firstling of his flock and of the fat thereof. And Yahweh had respect unto Abel and to his offering, but unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. And Yahweh said unto Cain, why are you wroth? And why is your countenance fallen? If you do as well, shall you not be accepted? And if you do as not well, sin lieth at the door, and unto thee shall be his desire, and you shall rule over him. All right. And Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him. And Yahweh said unto Cain, where is your Abel your brother? Let's go back.
Xavier Wells, he's missing. And nobody has nothing to say about that. You have his so-called friends saying that they don't remember anything.
They don't remember anything, right? So saying Yahweh said unto Cain, where is Abel your brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? So the Lord, he's lying to the Lord. And he said, what hast thou done? The voice of your brother crieth unto me from the ground. And now you are cursed from the earth, which have opened her mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. So yeah, Cain, Abel, Jacob, Esau. Okay. And you want to know what's so ironic about that? Cain came out first. Then Abel, just like Esau came out first, then Jacob. So the spirit have revealed that Cain is the reincarnation of Esau. Okay? Because you can't find a scripture on it, but if you have spiritual intellect, spiritual awareness, okay, and spiritual, it's another word because it's in 1 Corinthians 2:14, I think. Real quick. Discernment, spiritual discernment. Someone got to get it. All right. So, but Jake, so many stories like this over the years.
They don't remember seeing what happened to him. Mind you, they have pictures on the boat. Mind you, they have pictures together, but nobody knows what happened to him. Now you got the Coast Guard, sheriff deputies, Marine units, and multiple agencies searching for him right now. They're searching the waters, searching surrounding areas, trying to figure out what happened. They're also saying that the last time he was seen with a team. They're also saying that they found his phone, but they didn't find him. What team do you know right now would leave his phone behind? Tell me that. But you see how all of this sounds? This is why disappearances like this and places like this always leave people questioning. If you spend time looking into missing person cases like this is the...
So, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter. This is why he thought these people was his friends. They probably, remember, he's a football star at his school. And you know how Edom is. Edom loves, entertaining Jacob. All right. Entertaining Jacobites. All right. Entertaining Israelites. If you can run fast, rap, dance, jump high, whatever, anything that's entertaining, Esau is going to try to be up under you. Okay. Who are the ones who fill up the arenas to cheer on Israelites? Edomites. Which shows you right there, they just natural worshipers, natural servants. But anyways, yeah. So this is what happens. He thought, because these people are nice to him. So the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet they drawn swords. Okay, so let's get into, it's all good. He gonna get his payback one day. He will get his payback one day because he's an Israelite and he will be in the kingdom. If he is an Israelite, so remember, you got chocolate covered Edomites that people never ever want to talk about. Just because you got melanin don't mean that you just automatically an Israelite. But we're gonna say he an Israelite. Okay. So it says, for your violence again, and yeah, he definitely is Israelite because he actually a football star. So anyway, it said, for your violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you should be cut off forever. So this is what's going to happen. And before it happened, so we're going to end it on this. Told he going to get his payback. It said, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger. Now imagine how long the Lord been waiting. Remember, the Lord, he ain't going to shortcut his word. Every prophecy got to come to pass. He's bound to his word. He's not a liar. All right. So imagine all the anger that the Lord got pent up inside him for these people. So he going to put that anger in us. Woo! It says, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahweh Bashem Avashai. So yeah, man, never trust thy enemy. So this is a lesson learned, man, for you people out there. So seek ye out the Lord while he may be found, and shalom.